We told you about this story yesterday. A columnist sparking outrage saying that it should be illegal to be a stay-at-home mom. Sarah Leigh Marquand writes for the Daily Telegraph in Australia and says, quote, rather than wail about the supposed liberation in a woman's right to choose to shun paid employment, we should make it a legal requirement that all parents of children of school age or older are gainfully employed. Joining us now to debate this, two moms. Carol Swain is a professor at Vanderbilt University in Nashville, one of my favorite cities. And then we have Kathy Aru. She is a liberal analyst and co-host of Red Mom, Blue Mom. Great to have both of you on set with us.
Thank you.
So as moms, what did you think about this story? I'll start with you.
I think the columnist wanted to get lots of attention because what she said was ludicrous, and so that's why we're talking about it. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and the part I hate the most is that mothers should be forced to take a job.
That's a great point. No choice. Kathy, she's saying it should be illegal.
Well, I love that mothers would be forced because it takes away the mother's guilt, that guilt you have when you do go to work. Why do mothers have to give up everything, not be able to have it all? Because they do have children. So I can see where she's coming from. I understand it. And we are the only advanced industrial nation that does not provide paid maternity leave to women. So we have to provide that village. It takes a village to raise a child. And maybe those men should be stay at home. Maybe we should get others to help women and not just put the total burden on just a woman.
But a woman is contributing to society, right, Carol, when she raises a great kid, and if it's her choice to stay at home, she should have that right.
I think men and women should have the right to stay at home and pour into their children. And the stay-at-home mothers I know are there, and they're helping other mothers. They're the volunteers at the schools. They are the monitors on the field trips. Right. Some of them are taking care of their parents. And so they're actually contributing a lot to communities.
They are. I agree. But they also would like the choice to return to work, and that is not necessarily an option.
Kathy,
but I'm speaking for all women because there are women that find it very fulfilling to be home and to pour into the community.
But the problem is that there's women that wish they could return and they can't. And I spoke to university girls about 2 weeks ago, and their biggest concern was, can I have it all? Will I be able to use my degree after I have children? And with this article, it points out a lot of women don't have that option. So wouldn't it be great if it is illegal and women have to return to work, and the community has to step up?
Why would you want the state to make that kind of decision? They would take away our liberty. They would take away our liberty and force us to become whatever the state wants, and they would raise our children. Some of us have values and principles that we want to infuse in our children. We don't want the state or strangers teaching our children.
I understand, but I think that it would be great for the village, for the state to help mothers.
All right, so yesterday we asked our viewers to weigh in on this, and we have a lot of comments. We're going to read a few of those for you this morning. This is from Dustin. This is why my wife stays home. She can raise and educate our kids so they don't turn out with a weak liberal perspective like this.
Well, I think women should have the right to choose, and it's wonderful. I read that article. I said, wow, that does eliminate a mother's guilt.
So wait, now you're changing. Now you're saying we should have the right to choose. She's saying it should be illegal.
We should be able to go back to work, but we can't. So if you make it illegal, then they could go back to work.
All right, let me read some more comments because these are fun. AC on Twitter writes us and says, it should be illegal to be a columnist who is biased against stay-at-home parents. Carol, what are your thoughts?
Well, I would like to see better daycare for people that are poor. But I think women, the ones that are college educated, they can afford nannies. They have nannies. And for the ones that are educated that want to pour into their children, let them pour into their children. Let them be at the games. Let them help take care of their elderly parents.
All right.
Give them freedom. This is America.
I hate to break it to you, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to be illegal to stay at home.
If it's illegal, then everyone's going to have to step up and help women raise the kids.
Listen, women are great, and I'm all for women making the choice. I agree with you. Thank you all so much for being with us. I love this line, though, in the article. Dear mothers, get out of the kitchen and go back to work. As if a stay-at-home mom just hangs out in the kitchen.
Right.
No, we're chasing our babies around.
That was a little wrong.
Thank you all so much.